Get ready, my friends. It's time for the show. We're streaming live across the Twitch TV land, talking about ashes of creation. We have it all planned. Pharaoh's calling. Through the divine portal we'll soar. Together we'll conquer like never before. Welcome to the inner shadows, where legends are made. A Twitch TV stream where we never fade, as the night embraces and the excitement grows. Join us on this journey as the story unfolds. Step into the inn, where secrets unfold. The hidden daggers where the stories are told. The stage is set, the lights begin to glow. Get ready, my friends. It's time for the show. We're streaming live across the Twitch TV land, talking about ashes of creation. We have it all planned. Pharaoh's calling. Through the divine portal we'll soar. Together we'll conquer like never before. Welcome to the inner shadows, where legends are made. A Twitch TV stream where we never fade, as the night embraces and the excitement grows. Join us on this journey as the story unfolds.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is it? Wednesday today? Happy Wednesday, guys. Hope everyone's doing good. Yeah, I am counting on everybody here to fill me in on what happened yesterday, because I literally missed everything yesterday. I haven't even got a chance to test the guild storage yet or any of the dynamic gridding, which I've heard good things about. But I really, really want to get your guys' opinion for those of you who were in the PTR yesterday. Share your thoughts. What did you think? Did it work pretty well, according to what your thoughts are? And what do you think about the guild storage? And just let me know. I hear that there's that leveling is a little bit different than we were doing before, so we can talk about that as well. Looks like I'm gonna have to go ahead and find a another a fast way to level up. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about everything, and hope everybody's doing well. And let's just chat. It looks like it's down right now apparently, and maybe back up around 12. So I guess we got some time to kill. So if there's something you want to talk about in particular, go ahead and let's discuss. Let's discuss. But yeah, I was busy with my father all day yesterday. He had an appointment, and then he ended up taking us out to the new Jurassic Park last night. My brother and I to the new Jurassic Park, which was it was okay. It was different than what normally I'd expected from a Jurassic Park, but kind of a little bit out there, all new cast and stuff like that. But I'd maybe give it like a 5 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, something like that. But it was nice. It's nice going out. So what's up, everybody? Let's get some chatting going on in here. Chat, 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 chat. Just messing around with my my screens a little bit today, trying to get some longer views behind me at the tavern. I am looking forward to jumping in today, though, for sure, and trying out the dynamic gridding. I hope they have it up again today. I should just like play a game or something like that in the meantime until you guys decide to talk. So quiet this morning. How's it going, Vale Miss Ford? You having a good morning? Yeah, I'm really curious to see what it looks like and how it played. Um, you know, I guess they said they did it manually. It wasn't in. Let me see if I can find the exact words. It wasn't automated. They did it manually, but they said it worked, which they thought was pretty wild. So I'm very excited to see what's going on. Has anybody noticed any new quests or anything like that out in the world, or did the leveling feel harder? I tried to. I was farming those the goblins, the Morrow goblins or whatever they're called. Between it was just west of Lionhold, um, between the North Road of Lionhold, and then where you go for the hide works and stuff, where the anvil is. They had those goblins in between. I was kind of farming those to see if an event would pop, but I didn't get anything to pop, but I was trying. I'm really looking to see what new events they've added, if any, because events are really good XP if you can catch them. So I've always said if you see one, make sure you go do it. The nice thing is it tells you how many players are already over there. So, but the events are definitely good to do. Quiet bunch this morning. Everybody must be sipping their coffee like I was doing just a little while ago. You guys are gonna make me put a game on or something like that. Let me know in chat if you want me to go ahead and put some kind of game on and play in the background or something like that. I'll put something on if you don't want to look at the background here. I really don't have too much for you this morning because I didn't test it, so I really can't give you my honest opinions on what I thought about it. I was kind of hoping you guys would come in here and tell me what you thought. Curious to find the community's feelings on it. Let's go ahead and let me go ahead and pull up the Ashes forums, and we'll see what the Ashes forums has to say about it. See if there's anything in particular about the Ashes forums that they have on here. Too much on the forums. Let me look on the PTR here. Hey, hey, Vale, what's going on? Oh, you didn't get to play every time I was in the character creator and pulled it down for me. Oh, yeah, it looked like that. From what I had saw, they had pulled it down a few times yesterday, in some for extended hours of maintenance. What do you think about the character creator? Uh, it looks a little bit better, um, but I was messing around with it too a little bit before I had to leave yesterday, and I don't know, the faces, they still seem kind of off. What is it? Is it just me, or do the faces not seem real good yet? Um, Maybe it's just me, but yeah, I mean it's getting there, but it's still um, I still expect better out of the character creator. PTR chat here. Ash's PTR. Asking PTR chat if they can fill me in. It was gritting, and it was tested. That's very hopeful. Yeah, that's very hopeful. All right. I only joined midway, about part of the pre-existing non-gritting related bugs. It was smooth for me. Good, good. That's good news. That's really good news. You don't know if the creator had any more passes on it or not. They looked okay for testing, although my game ankles were my game ankles were visible. Did you? Although I did see the it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before, the giant Nakua that they had, which was really hysterical. So imagine imagine me loading into the world, and I load in, and I'm looking through the arch of Lionhold, and I see hovering over the mountain this huge Nakua giant with his face like almost in the doorway, and I'm like, oh my god, what an amazing view! It's too bad we couldn't have had that on video because that was hysterical. Let's see what else they talking about here. Um, we both split and merged. View distance was super far with a bunch of people around. That's really good. They're saying in some of the experiences here, they're saying they had zero lag. That's really good. Um, most of the lag they experienced was client side from animation and passing borders. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's great. And so it looks like overall, from what I've seen from Guild Chat and from the PTR chat, that everyone they thought it was pretty good overall for the first pass to the dynamic gridding. I really hope that they slam they slam us in another area again today, so we can get a chance to try it out again. I'm I'm very much looking forward to trying it. They must have a lot of stuff that they're working on since they pulled it down, because I thought it was going to be persistent, but maybe they mean persistent by it'll be up every day. But obviously with some major downtime. But they have a lot of stuff. I wonder when they're going to put the anvils in. I was kind of expecting the anvils to be in already, but maybe they want to go ahead and take care of this dynamic gridding before they go ahead and turn the anvils on. I mean, I'm sure the anvils are ready. It's just they probably don't want to turn them on just yet. I mean, it's not like they're just gonna finish up the anvils, pull it out of their butt at the last second. It's like, oh, here you go, guys. BTR chat's pretty busy. Let's see if we got. We'll look at the feedback here. See what they got. Get positive feedback here. You know what? No. What's major concerns? Combat momentum changes. Fixed bunny hopping feels work. This is 1 day ago. Heal power versus magical power. This is an intentional phase. Hide helm. That would be nice if they could hide a helm. That would be very cool. Crashing. I was having a lot of Nvidia crashes when I was on. They there's definitely going something on some, at least for me. There's been something going on with Nvidia in Ashes of Creation lately. I've been having a lot of issues with that. I run a 4070 and been having some issues with that. Um, pe- People seem to like the two-handed mace, two-handed axe. One-handed axe is good, but spear and rapier they're not seem to liking very much. One of the things that I would really like to see is uh like for the ranger. The ranger doesn't have any, it can hold a spear, right? But or a rapier or whatever, but it doesn't do anything with it. It doesn't have any attacks with it, just a poke. And it's just kind of bad. It would be nice if they added a one melee ability or something like that for the rangers and for like the magical classes other than like the wand or something like that. Just a regular swing or a poke doesn't really do much. It would be nice if they actually had some kind of animation where they could really use it. Let's see. Ranger Thorns. Yes, Ranger. This is something I experienced yesterday, uh, or not yesterday, but the day before. I was out there farming some mobs, and the Ranger Thorns, which I had on myself, forced non-consensual PvP. I had three guys hit me, and all of a sudden I became flagged, and yeah, they killed me, which because I became a combatant because my thorns were on. Yeah, that needed to be fixed. Yeah, 100% that needs to be fixed because that's certainly not intended. You put your thorns on, somebody attacks you, and all of a sudden, yeah, you're flagged. I think this might have been a problem. I think this has been a problem for some time, actually. And honestly, I don't think the thorns is a very useful ability yet. It doesn't seem to. It does a third of the ranger's level in damage. So what is that? About 8 damage or something like that. So it really doesn't do very much. I'd like to see them bump that up a little bit more. Maybe like half of the ranger's level or something like that. Make it worthwhile. 8 damage at level 25 is it's not very much. Overall, though, I don't see too many complaints overall about dynamic gridding at all. Does anybody have anything to add? Did anybody catch it yesterday? Let me know what you guys think in chat. You guys are pretty quiet this morning. Let's see. Or else I'll give you my feedback on the new Jurassic Park if you want that, since I was doing that all yesterday. For those of you who don't know, if I have to, when I tell you if I have to go out with my father, it's he's got stage 4 cancer. So I'm when they call and they want to spend time, I'm trying to step away and spend as much time with him as I can. Um, Try to make those memories because I don't want to regret it in the end. So for any of you who have lost parents, I'm sure that you completely understand. So if I'm not here all of a sudden, you know why. Let's see. So bug issues. Yeah, this teleporting bug back to there's been a few mount bugs lately for sure. The teleporting back to mount when you get off, it does seem kind of random. And also there are ones where you're riding the mount and you're like riding like 10 feet behind it or to the side of it, and it's like you got kind of like a lasso that you're holding on to, which is kind of weird. Um, Crash after summons. Hard crash to desktops. Yes, I've had a bunch of those, more than I'd like. But usually I get the it. I usually it's related to the Nvidia. Um, Gatherable missions floating in the air. Yes, I noticed that yesterday, or not yesterday. Again, the day before, I was doing the surplus quest, and the skeleton bones, which we were supposed to gather, were floating in the air. So that was problematic because you couldn't get them. So then you couldn't complete the quest, which is bad. So yeah, that needs to. Yeah, this slivers part 3 you couldn't do, because for anybody who watched my video on leveling up to 7, um, the slivers part 3 you won't be able to do early on in the game because in New Ayla, the guy who you need to talk to doesn't exist yet because New Ayla is not up yet. So that's something else that you need to consider. It sounds like there might be some newer, better leveling methods out there too. We're looking to get into as a group later. Our static is going to get in there later tonight, and we're going to level up to at least 10 tonight. So we're going to see what kind of a quick path we can make. See if we had planned to either farm Church or Darrigal or something like that, trying to stay away from Highwayman Hills, and we'll let you know how the level experience goes over there. To see if it's any slower or faster, or what the issues is with that. Boy, you guys are so quiet today. So quiet. Keep looking to see if I've missed any typing, but there's no nobody wants to say nothing today. Let's see. Go into the game freezes after 20 to 30 minutes of playing. That's interesting. Wes, welcome to the larder. That's kind of cool. They put bugs up there. Unrecognized game client. Okay, so this guy's saying healing power versus magical power. Is this an intentional change? He says not stating that the healing power is nerfed intentionally or not intentionally is going to create a ton of feedback questions regarding the exact conversation I had. So live, the healing power versus magical power plus healing power rating, and then PTR healing power equals something less than magical power. Interesting. Uh, yeah, it's hard to tell if healing power inherits a portion of magical power. So I wonder if has anybody played a healer at all? I know for a while they had a bug where healing power was really 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 overpowered. I wonder if they're trying to adjust the healing power a little bit. I know they fixed the bug, but I wonder if they're trying to bring it down a little bit because it was pretty. The healers were really good. I mean, that's healers were really good. Maybe they were a little bit too good. What do you guys think about the hide helm idea? Do you like that? Do you think they should have a hide your helm option? What's everyone else been doing today with the downtime? You guys playing any other kind of games? You just chilling out, just watching TV? What are you guys up to? Come on, guys! You guys are making this difficult on me. Talk to me. Give me something to talk about. Got 13 viewers in here. Nobody's saying nothing. Let's let's talk. Because I didn't play yesterday, so I got nothing to discuss about what I saw. Hey, Sourcap, how you doing? First time chatter. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for somebody to talk to me. If you search up Anttodon comments in AOC Discord, it gives like 2 or 3 pictures of how. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can find it in the PTR chat. I'm assuming Anttodon. Let me see. Anttodon. Dan. Try that. Okay. I see a giant Nakua. Let's see. I'm looking for his stuff. They. I'm trying to find it. I don't. I see the name. Is that a dev? Hey, Dogley, how you doing, bud? Your stinky orc is doing well. Your stinky orc is doing well. I was just chilling after missing the entire day yesterday, watching. Going out, taking my dad to some appointments, and then we were watching Jurassic Park last night, the new one. Let's see. Yeah, Antidan. Let's see. I'm trying to find his stuff here. Assuming he works on the network stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to find the pictures of it, but I'm not seeing anything yet. I'm kind of scrolling through and seeing what I can see. Were those? I'm assuming those were in the PTR chat that he put up there. I'll just keep scrolling through, and eventually I'll find them. Did you guys? Were you guys both on it yesterday? Did you? And what did you think about like the when you search for Antidan? No, I just see some stuff with his name highlighted. I don't see any stuff for pictures when I search his name. It pulls up some results, but no pictures that I see. You did, but you're semi AFK. Yeah. Um, from what I could tell, the guildies that responded to me said it was they were pretty impressed with it. Something about it was kind of manually put in; it wasn't automatic yet. But the fact that it even worked at all is huge. I mean, that's a big deal. So that's I'm really looking forward to digging in. What I'd like to see is um, just like what would be really cool is if they were to put in a relic and just have us fight over it. Do like a caravan event and have us all go after it. What is this? Pretty insane. Oh wow. Yeah, that would be pretty cool if they were able to do that. Let's see. Apparently we have mole goblins. Yeah, yeah, you could do that. Yeah, that would be fine. I'll see if I can get them that way. You weren't on yesterday. You had a hot date last night. Ooh, Thogly with your hot dates. Yeah, yeah, that's my name. Where are you gonna send them to, Sour Cap? If you want, let me. Let me give you this real quick, and it would be easier to if you send them to my Discord. 1 second here. Let me uh, let me start up my Discord, and I'll give you the link where you can find it. I'm gonna go ahead and run an ad real quick. Yeah, yeah. Forward the messages to my Discord. Got an ad real quick, so while you're sending those, I'm gonna go ahead and run this ad so we can talk about it once I get them. I'll see you guys in a sec. I'm gonna go ahead and get a drink while this ad's running too. So let me go ahead and hit this real quick. I'll be right back, guys.
Feeling the thrill in the air, we're on our way, gathered here at the hidden Dagger Inn. Ready to slay through the portal, we'll go into the unknown, facing the challenges together we've grown. In the world of Pharaoh, we'll make a mark, building our empires from dawn until dark. Adversity won't stop us, we'll never lose hope. With friendship as a weapon, we'll conquer and cope. Embrace the adventure, let the spark.
Here, yes, accept the. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Let's see if I can put those over here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see those if I put those in here. Let me see. Hey, Morbid Angel, how you doing? No, won't let me copy those in there. That's cool. You guys just waking up, having your coffee. Everyone looking forward to getting in there and testing today, guys. As as you can tell by my message, I missed everything yesterday. So 33 on the left there. Boy, this looks pretty in depth and pretty complicated. Mine is up there near pretty small. Yeah, this I'm pretty impressed. This took a lot of brains to put together. This I cannot wait to see this in large scale action. Man, you know, I hope that they got something in store today to really have us, start to push the limits of this. Well, the limits are going to get pushed as soon as they put the anvils in because who knows? Maybe they'll just they'll put the anvils in and they'll shut down Lionhold, and they'll have everybody go right to the anvils just to test that area. Has anyone tried any of the new races at all? Have you tried the Nakua or the? I mean, I know a lot of people were trying the Nakua because I saw a lot of giant Nakuas. Oh no, Sour! If they nail it, I mean, and I've said before in my videos, it's gonna be genre changing. I mean, I don't know how old you are, but myself, coming from all the games in the past where the MMOs they always promised us the large scale PvP, but in the end, no one they didn't have the technology to deliver, and we'd have these large scale battles, and it'd just be a slideshow. If we can get to say 500 versus 500 and have real large, I mean, if eventually there's probably going to be some point where it becomes laggy. But if you could get to like 500 versus 500 and not have to deal with lag, that's pretty tremendous. Or at least not serious lag, where it just breaks the game. I cannot wait. I am super excited, and you know, I not only that, if they are able to develop this to get it working, I would imagine that you would think that that it's theirs, it's their design, that they would be able to sell um, that that their work to other companies and probably make a crap load of money off of it. Somehow the chat appears huge on your screen. Been gaming since you were 9 in your 30s now. Yeah, which was your first game? My first game was Ultima Online, but I started gaming very early. I've got to experience all of gaming since gaming's been a thing. Um, I think I was 8 years old when the 6 or 8 when the Atari 2600 came out. So I was playing Pac-Man and Pitfall and all those games and Joust and stuff like that. And then when Nintendo's came out, a game called Prison Tale was a Korean grinder. There you go. Yeah, you know, you got to play Nintendo, the Tecmo Bowl days. I actually was pretty much strictly console until I was 21, and then my brother made me a computer, and because he was kind of a nerd, and made me a computer. And my first game was Warcraft: Orcs and Humans by Blizzard, and I was hooked. When I started playing that game, I was absolutely hooked on computer, and I never looked back. I dropped the console, and it was ironic that the first game I ever played was a Blizzard game, which you couldn't ask for a better game because boy, that company great back in the day. It was really great, and now look at them. Unfortunately, I hope they come back to their former glory, but I don't have much hope for that. They got the corporate greed bug. But yeah, my first MMO was Ultima Online. I remember going over to his house and I'm like, what are you playing? He's like, oh, I'm playing this game called Ultima Online. Well, what is that? He goes, it's an MMO. What's an MMO? A massive multiplayer online game. Oh, and what are you doing now? Oh, I'm doing Power Hour. What's Power Hour? And so I checked it out for a little bit, went home, installed it, and I think I was like a 7-time Grandmaster or something like that after some time, and played on the Great Lakes server. That was that was good times. The chat appears really big on your. Let me I can fix that chat. Let me see. I can bring it down. I made it bigger on the because it was on the bulletin board and stuff like that. So let me bring that bring that down for you a little bit. See if that's any better. We'll put it back over here. Let me know if that's any better for you, Morbid. Yeah, it'll be nice when we can stream a game too. I mean, I could stream a game if you guys want me to play a game. I can put on Rust or something like that, or Bell Raider. I can play something. If you guys want to watch something other than the background, I'll be happy to do that. But I just want to make sure it's something you guys want to see. Hey, Fergova, how you doing? You know, watching me play Rust is pretty fun because I die a lot. But yeah, you guys let me know if you wanted me to play something, and I'll play something while we talk. But yeah, I'm looking forward to today. I was you know again I wanted to be there yesterday, but family is first, so I have to be there with my family and take care of them. So But it was a good time. We also went to Portillos. Just do you guys have a Portillos out by you where you live? And I had a double cheeseburger and some cheese fries from Portillos, and they're pretty good. But I tell you what, three people at Portillos cost $45. Is that ridiculous or what? Have you looked at the gearing changes? No, I haven't. What can you explain the gearing changes, Sour Cap? What did they do? I'm really far behind right now, and I got a lot of catching up to do today and the rest of this week in the PTR. And really over this next 2 weeks, I hope they keep hitting us with stuff because I got a lot of shit to get done. So we'll have a lot to talk about over the next few weeks for sure, leading up to the alpha, the phase 3 release. Man, I cannot wait. Um, it, I would say it can't come fast enough, but actually, I kind of need the time to prepare for it because I'm not ready yet. Because I know that they have a lot of stuff that they haven't showed us yet, and that'll really throw a wrench in any of our plans that we have. Like any leveling guides that we have so far are going to be a moot point. Gonna have to do all that stuff again. A lot of the gear is different. Light, medium, heavy armor bonuses now. Ooh, well, that's kind of like Archage was. Archage had the light, medium, and heavy bonuses, so that's good. And they should. Can you still do the? Can you still do like the 3 heavy armor pieces and then five medium pieces, stuff like that? Heavy bonus is like 12% mid. I'm assuming it's probably pretty weak against magic resist. And 19% constitute. Interesting. Interesting. That's very interesting. I wonder what the light armor gives you. Light armor must be heavy on magic resist. You need 5 pieces now to get the bonus. Interesting. Hmm. And I wonder if there's a bigger bonus if you have the all 8 pieces. Hmm. That's interesting. Yeah. No, and I think that there should be bonuses for for having the armor. I think that's a good thing. Um, Although I do like mix and matching a little bit, but not too much. I think 5 and 3 is a good mix. But maybe they want us to just go to the full 8 pieces. I don't know. It's hard to say. How you doing today, Fergova? What's going on? It's what probably about what 2 o'clock or something like that for you right now. 2 o'clock p.m. How's the weather where you guys at? It's been pretty hot over here in Chicago. Pretty had a pretty hot day. Medium was about 8% mitigation. 19. Ooh, 19. Oh, I like that. I like that. Percent magic mitigation. I forgot the two. That is that is nice. I actually like that change. I'm gonna have to mess around with that. I think I'm gonna have to mess around with that. Hmm. Wonder what I've been kind of wondering if my if heavy armor on my ranger will work. Do you think that heavy armor should have? Uh, do you think heavy armor should slow you down, like your speed? What would you say if they told you that your heavy armor was gonna slow you down, or maybe suck up more of your stamina or something like that? I mean, do you think that makes sense? Raining all morning. Oh, it's 4. It's raining all. Now it's sunny again. Yeah, well, maybe you'll see a rainbow. Speaking of which, have you guys seen the rainbows in the game? They look pretty cool. Shows up as a buff now. Very nice. Yeah, they it looks like they. It sounds like they're adding something new every time we log into the PTR. So the patch isn't up yet, is it? By the way, let me see. Uh, I don't. I don't think it's up yet. See if I can log into it and see if we can patch it. Of course, I have to put in my information again. Is this really not annoying for everybody else? Where I can't even do it yet because I have to put my password. I don't have my password ready. You prefer having medium light boots give the movement speed buff? Is the movement speed buff still what 3% or something like that, or 2%? I forget what it was. Yeah, with a ranger, movement is really important. Rather than having a heavy debuff, that makes sense. I don't know. I'm torn. I mean, it just would seem to me if you're wearing heavy plate armor. I mean, I guess we can't go too realistically, but if you're realistic wearing heavy armor, I could see being a little bit slower. But you're like you said. I guess they could reward you for just wearing lighter armor and being a little bit faster. That would make sense. UAI is not finished. We can only go by the buff we're getting. Yeah, makes sense. As far as you know, the movement speed bonus is gone. Well, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll have to see what they have in for us. What do you think we're gonna? What do you think we're gonna see today? Did they mention anything to chat on what we're gonna see today? Are we gonna like? Are we going to? Are we gonna see the anvils today, or are they just gonna keep working on more of the dynamic gridding? I'm telling you, I think if they did a caravan event, that would caravan event with everybody out there fighting. That would be a good test for us. Absolutely, as far as that goes. Oh, the caravan UI was in yesterday. What exactly did they change about it? You don't believe the anvils will be ready tomorrow, but we do plan to have directed test based on how testing goes tonight. Oh, nice. At least that's good. Yeah, they are pumping shit out left and right. It makes you wonder how much stuff that they have that we don't know about. I mean, I was watching. I don't know if you guys watch Force Gaming at all, and he put out a video about like the top 13 MMOs that haven't been scrapped yesterday, and he's a good guy. He usually puts out pretty good content. Um, he was saying basically he doesn't think. I think that he said that he doesn't expect Ashes to be out till 2028, but one, I don't agree with that. I'm always a little bit more optimistic when it comes to the release date of Ashes, but I it just makes me. I think that they have a lot of stuff that they probably is really close to the first pass, and that they just haven't showed us yet. They're not going to show us everything at once because especially if phase 3 they need to have it's going for a year, they said at minimum, right? So, and people, these kind of developments are going to have ebbs and flows. They're going to need to keep giving us something for the players to come back and stay interested in. If they gave it to us all at once, no one's gonna no one's then they'll get bored and they'll step away for a while or something like that. People are going to get bored regardless. Even if you had the whole game in, there's going to be people that would get bored and walk away. So I don't know. I think they need to keep slowly giving us stuff to keep the interest up. The game could be in a full release state right now, and people would still eventually get bored. Some people would, and then they'd step away and come back when there's an expansion or something like that. Right now, the right click the caravan to select the attacker or defender. Okay, instead of getting the that's good. Yeah, that would make it a lot easier. One of the things about the one of the things I'm hoping that they put in soon, Sour, is as far as the caravans go. I'd like to see some of those abilities for the caravan, and I don't think we're gonna get the ability. Like, it's weird because you see like the journeyman armor. The journeyman armor for the caravan says it gets two extra utility slots, which would probably be like a heal or something like that, or the knockback. But yet we can't use any of that stuff yet. So I want to see some of that stuff in to help give the driver a little bit more control over his caravan, which maybe would help keep one player from killing a caravan. I don't know. Um, that'll be interesting to see. I'd like to see the highwayman and bulwark system in, so we can start, which I think is big because if we get the incentive system in for either attacking or defending caravans, I think you'll see, if you see a caravan like in like say you're a citizen of Jova and you're just running to Jova and you see one of your citizens, guilty or not, getting attacked, I think you'd be more likely to help defend them. Um, and work on getting some perks for being a defender. I think more people will be interactive with caravan events uh, if they're going to get something out of it, whether it be attacker and or defender. Um, and hopefully, it'd be nice if people would have more node pride and help their own citizens. That would be nice. I think that's a big deal. I think we really need to start taking more pride in the node that we're in, and really becoming part of that. And we'll see how that works, though. But yeah, they definitely did that. The clutter with the UI caravan and when you're attacking and defending was definitely something they needed to clean up. So I'm glad that they did that. Was there anything else that you guys were impressed with or hoping they get fixed soon? Did they fix the Nakua giant, or was he still going crazy? The guy here. You're off testing other stuff. Have you done any leveling routes at all, Sour Cap? You you have a static group already that you're working with. You looking to grind hard when it first comes out. Oh, messing around with crates. The bench was up in the air. Yeah, how are the crates different though? Because as a carpenter, you can do crates anyway. So how are these crates different? Can you explain to me exactly? I haven't made any of those new crates yet. Can you explain to me exactly what you get out of them for crafting these other ones? I did see them, the new ones that you could create. I just didn't get around to crafting any of them, which since I plan to be a carpenter, I probably should get around to doing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be going really hard on August 4th. Really, really hard. I go hard on all the fresh starts. I can't help myself. I can't control myself. I mean, assuming they get it in at 12 o'clock, if it seems to be where they usually launch it about 12 o'clock my time. Uh, I'll probably go to 12 o'clock that night. I don't like to stay up till 2, 3, 4 in the morning. That's just not my normal sleeping time. So I'll usually go to bed around 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. And then I'll just get up really early in the morning. Whether it be usually I can't sleep, so I'll get up about 4 hours of sleep, get up and grind the whole day again. It's gonna be crazy. I do plan to stream all of that. Now I might be half asleep when I'm streaming it, so you have to forgive me if I'm not super attentive in chat. But I will be streaming my screen, so you'll be able to see me leveling up, what the group's doing, where we're going. At least you'll hear all the people in Discord, so there should be a lot of chatter. Yeah, I think it's going to come out the August 4th. They've been pretty, yes, did they push back the date of phase 3? Yeah, to August 4th. But they still did on May 1st, they still did the fresh start and stuff like that. So yes, it was 2.5, but they did stick to the date technically. So yeah, they've been pretty good about that lately. When they get a date, they roll with it, which is good. I like to see that because people take off and stuff like that. So Stephen Hadwick. Uh oh. Uh oh. What was the comment? I'm gonna have to go search for his comments here. Let me see. Steven JS. What did you say, Steven? Oh no. Oh no. What did Steven say? We will see how it goes. Let's see. Sorry, my friend. Development is a moving train. Uh oh. Yeah, yeah. Don't do that. Let's see how PTR shapes up over the next 2 weeks. Unfortunately, I'm a hair on fire schedule today. Okay. Well, we'll see. That would be depressing if they ended up delaying it. That would be really depressing. Well, one, because I'm still on vacation in August 4th, summer vacation until about August 13th. So that would be a real kick in the nuts if they ended up postponing it. But it is what it is. If they have to do it, they have to do it. But let's hope. Let's hope. Yeah, let's hope you're reading too much into it, man. You're just peeing in my Cheerios this morning. That was the comment. Let's see how PTR. I mean, what was that question in relation to though? He was responding to talking about delaying it. Oh God. Oh God. No. Steven, don't do it. Don't you delay it. I mean, I wonder what do you think's holding them back? Do you think I don't think it's the gridding. It's not the gridding. I don't think it's the anvils. You think it's the economy stuff? I wonder if the economy stuff is giving them more problems than they think. Because they do need to take care of that static gathering that they have. That's kind of been a real problem. On behalf of the community, I'm giving you the okay to delay P3 again. Oh boy. Who is that idiot saying on behalf of the community? I don't want to. No, it's not on behalf of the community. You don't have my consent. No, 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 no delays. Delays are bad. They're never good for anybody. I mean, yes. See, they have a get out of jail free card already. They don't need to delay because he's already stated that, guys, when this goes live, when any of the versions go live, that all of the content that we've said that would be in before might not be ready. Now, unless they're looking for like the perfect launch or something like that, but that's never going to happen. I guarantee there's going to be people who exploit, who do something wrong, they get banned. There's going to be some form of RMT trying to go on, some kind of hacks going on. There's going to be something that that screws up the process of phase 3, no matter if we think we're going to have all the content in it or not. So the odds are that we end up getting a phase 3 that's probably going to need to be wiped in about 3 to 6 months anyway, which we should do, because how many more biomes are we going to have in by, in another 3 months or so? Probably a few more. Maybe the rest of the continent, maybe the rest of the western continent. So we're going to need to restart to do those areas anyway. You hope he gives the hackers what's it? I hope he gives some hackers the change to try the hack system on a different server, of course, so they can come up with. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, I just want. Yeah, I agree with that. I want dynamic gridding to be in. I think that'll be huge for everybody if they can go ahead and do that for sure. That would definitely be a win. Yeah. Um, the economy system, maybe that's a moving target. Maybe right now that's just kind of a moving target. Um, some of the other stuff, you put it in when you get in. I am a little bit surprised that at least Renkai wasn't added to the race list. I mean, I can understand the Tolnar not being ready yet, because the Tolnar is kind of like the summoner in a way. It's pretty complicated because there's a lot of moving parts to it. There's basically like three different races to the Tolnar in one. So I get that one. I get the whole armor aspect of that one. But the Renkai, I kind of figured would have been in already. So I'm a little bit disappointed that one's not in. Um, but other than that, uh, the Summoner, I get that being delayed a little bit. Again, that's another big moving part one again. Um, but yeah, I would definitely say dynamic gridding is at the top. But they do need to get the economy rolling. We need to understand how the economy is really supposed to work in the game. But again, I really think that they're gonna need to keep testing working properly to make, because we're not going to be able to test things properly if we don't have these sweaty moments like a fresh start. That's when you're bringing out all the sweatiness of, if people are going to do something wrong, that's when they're going to do it. Um, that's when they have the best chance of doing it. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I am very much looking forward to it. But I could see them doing three more fresh starts before they end up launching this game, and maybe a fourth if you consider betas. But do you guys think the fresh starts are good for the alpha? Do you do you like the fresh starts? I don't know if I'll take vacation for all of them, but no. See, that's the thing, and you hit the nail on the head right there, Sour Cap. Is I don't think people realize how important the wipes are. Uh, they people are getting too attached to their characters, and you can't be in that mindset right now. I mean, look, I have everything to lose right now in the Alpha 2.5. I got two level two level 25s working on a third one. I got a freehold. I got journeyman carpenter, all kinds of professions. But I knew going in it was going to get wiped. So don't get attached to the characters, guys. Just don't. Just look at it as an embrace it as an opportunity to try a different archetype, to try different professions. Just look at it that way, and things will go a lot easier for you. Don't get attached to the stuff. Just don't. Yeah, you need to break the game. That exactly. We this data that every time we do a fresh start, that's extremely valuable data to them. Because I would rather have them do fresh starts every 2 months or 3 months until they felt comfortable, until they get all the biomes that they want to have in before launch and all the game loops and stuff like that they want before launch. It, I would rather have that than us have a screwed up launch where We let some major exploits slip through that didn't get tested because we didn't do enough fresh start restarts. Um, I know that they promised not to try to wipe as much as possible, but I think people need to be realistic and say, look, you know, we need to restart this. Sorry, if you need to take a break, if you don't want to come test this round, fine. You know, come back and check us out in a few months. But this stuff needs to be tested. So, and I believe you're going to find a big sect of people, including myself, that actually really look forward to these fresh starts and will just keep coming back for them. Learn the system when it's launched, so you know. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the competitive part of us, right? For Gova, is that's why that's you know one of the reasons we're testing the game is because we know how massive this game is, and we want to be able to learn everything about it because there's nothing worse. There's nothing that feels worse than coming into a game and being really behind. Like I was in Archage. When I came into Archage, I was so far behind. And let's face it, the Archage community wasn't really forthcoming. They didn't want to share their secrets, okay? So they were not like the Ashes of Community community, Ashes of Creation community. They were they held withheld a lot of information. They were kind of a toxic community, to be honest. And I do not want Ashes of Creation community to be like that. If somebody has a question in Global, I want to give them the honest answer as I know it. I don't want to be giving them false information or something like that. I can't stand people who do that. That's just wrong. It's not right, and you're just a jackass. People have a question, you know, help them out. That's what global chat should be for. Or wouldn't be bad if they had some kind of a help channel or something like that too. Um, but yeah, exactly. Learn the systems. That's what it's all about. So I hope they keep doing it fresh starts. Wouldn't be wouldn't be disappointed at all. As a matter of fact, when the game even launches, I could see them doing, you know, I wouldn't want to see them do fresh starts too often because I think that affects the actual servers, depending on how many servers they have. But I could see them doing like a fresh start, a new fresh start server for an expansion or something like that they have because there's gonna be people who come in late to the game who never got to experience a new world. So there's gonna be though. Eventually, they might need to do a fresh start server uh, for those people who want to experience a new world. But yeah, no, but those are some real good points, and yeah, I certainly would be okay. Let's put up a poll. Let's hear for who thinks they should do fresh start servers. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. I say yes. I say yes. I this is you know I should put a post up on the forums or something like that because I'd be interested. Yes, when fresh starts go to the other phase. Yeah, not when the game. Yeah, yeah, not when the game is launched. When the game is launched, you want to try to keep it as consistent as possible, because then freeholds, you know, they're for real, and they're that you go, you know, like he says that they're going to be an epic event for the freeholds, so a monumental event, um, an achievement. So yeah, you're probably not going to want to lose that right away. Although the nice thing is, in a way, I'm gonna say that people shouldn't get too attached to the freeholds too, because depending on how hard it is to destroy a node, um, I have a feeling I might be rebuilding my hidden dagger in a few times. The good thing is that I believe you keep the blueprint. So if your freehold does get destroyed, I believe you at least keep your blueprint. So there's there's a we might not be able to get the because the way the leveling the way the freehold system works right now is it's supposed to work in the game when it's launched is you got to be level 50. You're going to have the amount of currency that it needs to buy it, which I'm going to guess is probably, let's say 1,000. It's 100 gold right now. I say they bump it up to 1,000 gold to purchase a freehold. And let's say, and you have to do the Lord's Quest. Those three things really aren't that difficult. And let's face it, the sweaties who get up there and level first are going to be able to get those freeholds, and they might even get monopolized by guilds because, yes, while they still have to do the Lord's Quest, that's really not that big of a deal, probably. So, the good thing is that with the destruction of nodes and new nodes that maybe have nodes that have suffered some atrophy and have downgraded will give a chance for other nodes to pop up. Then that'll create more freehold opportunities for people. So they're gonna have a chance to get freeholds. I think you're fine with it, but when people want a massive content coming every people would want massive content coming in every 3 months to make it feel like, yeah, I guess I could see if you're talking about in alpha. I'm assuming, yeah, but I really think that there is going to be massive content coming in every 3 months. I think that's how Intrepid's kind of planning it in their mind. There's a lot of naval stuff to come. When treasure hunting comes and sport fishing comes, those are. Let's talk about what if you guys had to list in order. What would be the largest things to bring people back to the game, right? For interest, we can go with the Summoner. Okay, that's huge. You could go with I think the econ system's going to be in for phase 3, but let's go with the Summoner, which we know won't be in for phase 3. Let's go with the Talnar, and apparently the Renkai is not going to be in here, so let's go with the Renkai. Let's go with sport fishing, okay? Treasure hunting, that's going to be big. What else am I missing? That the new continent, new biomes, all kinds of stuff, new POIs, new dungeons. There's going to be all kinds of stuff, new world bosses. When the Scorpion King gets in, stuff like that is all going to be really, really big for people to bring back people. Augments, getting all the augments in, that's going to be huge. So there's lots of stuff that people are going to be able to look forward to. The game is not nearly complete. Hey Bob Thurl, how you doing? Skills above level 20, yeah, or level cap, Bob. Yeah, I think you're a first time commenter, Bob. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, players above level 25. Yeah, I think they said, Bob, that we're going to level 30 this time. Don't quote me on that, but I think that they said they're going to level 30, and honestly, I think that they're going to have to go above that to like level 35 or so, or maybe 40, because like areas like the Jundark and stuff like that already have level 30 mobs, and if you get the town node out there, well, that means that those level 30 mobs are now going to become level 40. So we ain't going to be able to kill them at level 25, especially with their new normalization of the of how much damage you can do to the higher up mobs. You think hunting rework, that's a big one. Deep, yeah, sport fishing, yep, hunting rework is a big one. And the breeding, animal husbandry breeding. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Absolutely. We really try to have a nice, friendly environment for new players and old players alike, but people who want to have a non-toxic community. That's what we're trying to build here. So yes, absolutely. I'm glad you're a part of it. I want a safe haven for new players to be coming in here. You know, it's unfortunate, and it does bother me to an extent. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be transparent that, you know, doing the YouTube content and even on Twitch to some extent, um, it can be frustrating sometimes because I get viewers in there and people who comment that are great. You know, like yourself, Bob, who uh, they'll tell you that they like a video or keep doing it, give you positive feedback or whatever. They'll say that they love the systems that you're talking about. But I also get plenty of comments on the game where people come in and say, "Oh, this game looks like trash. This game is shit." And I don't understand that mindset. It's like, why are you bothered? Well, one, why are you coming to a channel that's got Ashes of Creation stuff if you've already predetermined that you don't like the game? What's the point of coming in to make a negative comment? Does that make you feel better? I don't understand that mindset. Um, People really have nothing better to do with their time. But yes, I like to build a positive environment. Those people, I usually don't even respond to them. They don't get my attention. I see it and ignore it. So if you don't like the game, I understand. The game's not going to be for everybody. You know, it's not going to have single player graphics. It's not going to be a shooter or some other game that you might like. So, sorry, but I like it, and this is what I'm covering, and there's many other people that do like it. So, no, and I want new players to be able to come in here and ask questions about the game, whether they have the game or not. If they don't have the game, I want to be able to answer the questions what the game's like and give my honest opinion. You haven't heard level 30, but that'd be cool. Yeah, I hope that's the case. I'm pretty sure I heard that, but I don't have any strong facts to back that up yet, so it might be a little bit of speculation. Like if deep sea fishing becomes worth opening up a lot of, oh yeah, absolutely. And jeez, and freehold and freeholds too, Sour Cap. The expansion of more of the processing stations and you can even, they said you can even have a pond, a little fishing pond on your freehold as well. So there's a lot of stuff that they have to put in. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited about this game. And you know, how long? Here's a question for you: how long are you willing to wait for Ashes of Creation? How long is too long? And no, we know that 2030 has been thrown out there by a lot of people, a lot of negative people. But do you think? Do you have a time limit in your mind? How long? I mean, we talking like Star Citizen time here. Do you guys have a time in your mind where you say, okay, well, the game's not out yet. Maybe I'm just gonna move on to something else. Do you have a timeline in your head? Maybe. By the way, a ray tracing option that was on PTR yesterday. Game looks nice with it on. Not sure, but it really didn't mess with the pro. Oh, that's good. Currently, do you have to be level 20? No, I think it's level 20, Bob, to buy a freehold. Yeah, it's 100 gold currently, and I believe it's level 20 you have to be. You have a 4090. I'm still rocking a 4070. Have you had a lot of crashing problems too with your NVIDIA Sour Cap? Because I've been crashing a lot more than usual with my 4070. And I had the strangest thing was going on. It took me a long time to figure out. It kept saying my video card was out of memory or something, but finally I found a YouTube video that had a solution for it. It was like trying to start up my game, the shipping client and the executable in two different formats. It was trying to do on the recommended settings instead of the NVIDIA 470 high performance, which was which was really kind of annoying. But I fixed that because they both have to be the same. Your shipping DLL and the executable have to be launching as the same. I have. That's a good question. I got a little bit of an. I have the. I got the i7. I think the 13th generation. Um, think the 13th. I didn't go with the I. My streaming computer has an i9, but I went and got a better generation of the i7. I want to say it's the 13th. So I'd have to look. Let me pull up my system specs. Um. Oh no, I have the Intel Core i7 14 7 14 so the 14th generation. Uh, 3400 megahertz, 20 cores. Yeah. So I guess 14th generation. No, no, I don't. I don't keep up with that stuff. What is there something really bad? Probably. You're gonna tell me something I don't want to hear, aren't you? I just bought this computer like 6 months ago too. I hope nothing too bad's going on. Really bad? Is it something that they're going to that they cover in a warranty or no? And at the same time, he has expectations that trash cash grabbing Korean AIT. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's always those people. Yeah, some people just love those pay to win games. I don't know. Chronos Odyssey is gonna be it's gonna end up being pay to win, and yeah, Aeon 2 sounds like it's going to. Oh boy, they do. Yeah, maybe I. Well, is it so? You're talking about it's the processor itself that's has a real problem with it. Oh boy, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's not what I wanted to hear today, Sour. But oh, oh no. Well, you know what? I had this one made for me over at yeah, that'd be great. I had this one made excuse me. This made for me over at was it Micro Center? It's the first time I went to Micro Center. I was really happy with them. Um but I think I got a warranty on it. So I'll have to double check to see if I have a warranty on it. If I do, maybe they'll fix that for me, or maybe they'll do something for that. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the channel, make sure you hit me that follow. We're trying to get we're shooting for 1,000 followers by next month because now that I'm back to streaming, um, pretty much probably at least 5 days a week. Uh, hopefully, you guys will catch me more. If it was 6 7 months ago, you should be fine. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. It's a fairly new computer, so I made sure I got it for Alpha 2. So yeah, but boy, I got a headache today. I don't know why. Does anybody know if we have the update yet for the launcher? But that video card error you talk about is very common. Oh boy. Well, I fixed it. It seems to be fixed. Um, so that's good. I haven't had that issue anymore since I made that adjustment. Thank God. And you know the thing that set it off was I wasn't having any problems at all, but I had loaded up. We had some off time and everybody was trying Dune, so I went ahead and tried Dune real quick, and I downloaded the Dune demo, and that one set it off. think I patched yesterday. I think I patched yesterday. Let me see here. I didn't patch on my other computer yesterday though, so I'm gonna try that today. Let me see here. Patch on this one today. No, looks like the servers are still down right now. Yeah, now it won't let me log in right now. But that's okay. You guys like the orc in the background? I put that one that put that one in later today. I'm kind of trying to extend the scenes to give you guys something else to look at. Got to keep the bar vibe going. The tavern was a small one right before the night. Oh yeah, I don't think I got that one then. I don't think I got that one in because I was out pretty much all yesterday. I didn't have time to do anything. I had time to come home and take a nap before I had to go back out. Between taking my dad to the doctor's appointment and then taking my wife to work and then going to the Portillos and a movie later that night, I didn't have time to do diddly. Nothing at all. But I'm looking forward. I know tonight our guild has a. We're getting a group. Our static group is. We're going to get together and see if we can level up to 10 and see how effective we can do it tonight. But hopefully I'll see you guys in there. I don't think that they fixed our names yet, so I keep having to make these different names because I'm running out of names because I make so many characters. But nevertheless, I was a little annoyed yesterday because I got hit with that, or not yesterday, the day before I got hit with that bug. I was playing my ranger and I had my thorns on me, and three guys came up to me when I was farming and hit me with. They hit me, attacked me, and it flagged me automatically. I became a combatant because my thorns apparently did some damage to them. So they got to fix that. That was rather annoying. But other than that, I think I'm going to go ahead and get a bite to eat. I haven't had breakfast this morning, but I just wanted to come on for a quick bit and chat with you guys and see if you had any information with you. And Sourcap, I appreciate you talking to me this morning, and also Fergova and Morbid, thank you. Hey, Secret Face Game, you're coming in a little late, Secret Face. What's going on, man? I'm just getting ready to head out of here. but I do appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. And we're gonna see if there's anybody.
Welcome to the Hidden Dagger and Good Looking.
Oh, thank you, Sourcap. I appreciate the follow. Oh, looks like Pockets is streaming, so we'll go ahead and send a raid over to Mr. Pockets so you guys can keep the Ashes flow going. It's okay. I'll let you slide this time, Secret Face. You catch me. I'll be on tomorrow. You guys catch me tomorrow because hopefully, like I said, I didn't have a lot to talk about today because I missed all of yesterday. But hopefully, after a good game of gaming today, I'll be able to give you more thoughts on what I think's going on. But thank you for the follow, guys, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and I'll see you in game. Make sure you guys say hi to me if we get our names back, and I'll catch you in game. Go say hi to Pockets, guys, and I'll catch you tomorrow.